Hi gorgeous! Today's video is all about the best products that I have discovered over the past year, and this whole week will be videos just like this. So today we're talking about the best products of 2016, Wednesday will be the worst products of 2016, and then Friday will be the drugstore version of the best and the worst from the year. And quite the list built up here, which is why there are two separate videos for the high-end items. I had to really narrow it down. First product on that list is the Kevyn Aucoin Sensual Skin Fluid Foundation. This was a discovery for me back in March when I went to the makeup show in Orlando. I just bought it on a whim at the show. Figured I'd try it out because I'd heard so many great things about Kevyn Aucoin's foundations, and it has blown me away. It's one of the few that I have that can go 16 hours through heat, humidity, sweating, working out, you name it, it holds up and it does not move. It looks beautiful on the skin. It looks like your own skin. That's what I love so much about it. A little bit goes a long way with this one too. And I can honestly tell you, I haven't even gone through half of the bottle since I bought it in March. And the reason for that is because you need the tiniest amount for application, and it's just beautiful coverage. It looks like skin, acts like skin. It's one of my top favorites. Next up is the Givenchy Loose Translucent Powder. And this was a very recent discovery for me. If you remember watching the Battle of the Luxury Powder video that I put together last month, this was one of the top winners of the bunch. I ended up getting the full size of it because I was using a sample in that video, and I love it every single time I use it. It does have a slight scent to it, but it doesn't linger. It makes my skin look airbrushed. It lasts a ridiculously long time. It's just become one of my go-to powders. Yves Pearl's Blush Trio. And I forget the name of this one off the top of my head, but I'll have it come up on the screen here for you. This was another discovery for me very early in 2016, and it's been one that I have picked up over and over again in my personal time, and I just cannot be without it. It's got 3 colors in the pan that provide the most perfect mixture of a natural flush of color on the cheeks. It's excellent for fair and medium skin tones. It's been my go-to blush trio when I don't really know what I want to wear. It's one of those colors that pairs up so nicely with so many different eye looks, and it looks very natural. And I think those are the two qualities of why I personally love it so much. One of the most common questions that I got asked over the past year is, what are you using on your skin? And I really appreciate all of your wonderful compliments on my skin because it has not looked this great in my whole life since I was a baby. I've always struggled with acne, redness. I get dry, flaky patches in sporadic places around my face. So back in February, Paulas Choice contacted me for a sponsored video. I did test out their products for a month before making that video. Loved them. Everything I said in that video was absolutely true, and I am still using them to this day. I love their skincare line. And there was a time back in July this past year where I strayed from Paulas Choice to try some other products that were sent to me, which were crap, by the way. And I had to go back to Paulas Choice. And the second that I did, my skin went right back to where it was. Now let's talk about eyeshadow palettes. Out of all the eyeshadow palettes that have been released over the past year, Anastasia Modern Renaissance palette. Oh, I did a look with this one on the channel. So beautiful. One of my other favorite finds of 2016 is the NARS Multiple Blush Stick in the shade Orgasm. I did end up buying the powder blush form of Orgasm also, but I liked it a lot less than the cream stick version. The cream stick is just beautiful against fair complexions. It's very light, it looks natural, and it has this soft glow about it on the skin, whereas you don't really get that with the powder form of this shade. It was just one of those products that I found myself using over and over again. Still one of my favorites. Can we talk about concealers? Because I had a little bit of an obsession with them over the past year. And my favorite concealer this past year, besides the MAC Pro Longwear, because that was one that I was picking up over and over again, but I think I discovered it before 2016. The other favorite that did come out in 2016 is the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer. Now I know this one is really hard to find. Every time I go into Ulta, it's not there. It's always out of stock. but there's a reason why. I did a wear test with this one. It wears beautifully throughout the day. It doesn't crease, won't move, especially on oily skin like mine. I'll have that video linked below if you missed it. It's just an all-around favorite. Another favorite find of mine was a brush, and that is the Artis Oval 6 brush. And this is one that I use for applying cream blushes on the skin, most notably the NARS multiple stick that I just talked about in Orgasm. It's a great way to apply that blush. Last favorite find from 2016 are the Marc Jacobs lip glosses. I am obsessed with these. I think I have like 4 of them now, and I bought backups too, to keep in my purse and to have in the studio, so they are always around me. What I love about these lip glosses in particular is that they are very pigmented, but they're also glossy. So it's like having a lipstick and a lip gloss in one. It's not too much on your lips, it's just enough. It lasts a ridiculously long time. I mean, I can wear these for 7 hours and they are still there and look just as great as when I had first applied them. Those are all my favorite high-end products from 2016. Let me know what some of yours were from this past year down below also. And in the future, if you're watching this, I will also have the worst of 2016 linked for you below, as well as the drugstore version of this kind of format. Hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for being subscribed. I really appreciate your support. It means the world to me. I'm so happy you're here. I look forward to seeing you again Wednesday, where we will discuss the worst products of 2016.